Hi, Ayanna here. I am done apologizing and we are almost done with our conversation. I'll be back in a few. So Psalm 3 verse 3 says very simply, "For thou, O Lord, art a shield for me. You are my glory and you lift my head." Now I remember revealing to you guys in the few past conversations that I did suffer from depression. Yes, I said it. I said it aloud and I'm no longer ashamed because I took about 3 steps that it would take to heal me from that depression. One of the things I did was I went and I sought counseling. Now it took me a while to do that for 2 main reasons. One of the reasons being I didn't want to share my dirty laundry with someone sitting on their couch or in their office. It was my private business. Another thing that really stopped me from getting the counseling I needed was asking myself, if people were to find this out, would they listen to me singing anymore? Would they understand my worship anymore? Or even more importantly, would they allow me to teach their kids? And so it's something that I had to consider. But once I did it, it meant the entire world to me. It changed my entire outlook. Those were some of the best conversations I have ever had. And they gave me some tools and some keys to maintain a positive emotional state of being. Another thing that I stopped doing that was very, very important was I stopped diminishing myself. Here's what I found out. Whenever you diminish yourself, what you do is you give people permission to treat you the same way. And so if you are pulling yourself down, if you're saying how much you can't do, if you're saying how much you don't want to do, then it gives people around you permission to talk to you, treat you, do you the same way that you're doing yourself. And so the one thing I am very, very big on is celebrating myself now. I never did it before. I thought it would be arrogant to say that, hey, I'm good at this. Hey, I can do this really well. Now I understand that if I celebrate me, then I give others permission to celebrate me as well. One of the final things I learned to do is actually found in Psalm 3 verse 3. "Thou, O Lord, art a shield for me. You are my glory and you are the lifter of my head." If you look at that verse very closely, there are really only 2 components. There is a God component and there is a you component. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that it's very important to maintain a relationship with God. I know that that is the most important relationship in my life at this time. And so I try to maintain that, whether it's through meditation or through prayer. And it really, really helps me to maintain a positive self-image. It reminds me of my self-worth. If you look at that verse, it does do 3 things. At least it did for me. It reminded me that God would be a shield for me. He would always be there. He would never leave me nor forsake me. Another thing it did was it taught me that I could come out of the darkness. Take a look at where I am. I'm outside. Coming out of depression for me was like coming out of a dark room. And so it did remind me that I could get healing for my condition. Another thing it did was it reminded me that there was a future, another level, a better level, a greater amount of work out there for me to do. It did that for me. I took the steps. I'm healed. Perhaps it can do the same for you. God bless you this week.